Okay, I'm finally back at you with another video. It's been a few weeks, I've been super busy. Obviously I work a full-time job, I don't do crypto full-time, at least not yet. But that's the goal. So I've been super busy and it does take quite a lot of time and effort to make these videos actually. And right now with the market being so slow and boring, there's not really much point in making videos because I don't get much views anyway for making them, right? When the market's rallying, you get much more views for your videos. So I'll make the odd video here and there just to keep my current viewers up to date. Yeah, I'll probably make more videos when the market's more interesting. So then people actually want to watch crypto videos, you know. But yeah, the market's been super slow, right? Nothing's really happening, which is why I'm just holding COCORO and monitoring it and basically waiting for meme season to return, right? Because I can't really be bothered to spend my time looking for looking at these big caps. You know, I'd rather just hold a meme coin that has potential to do 100x or even more at this point. Because when meme season returns, a lot of these meme coins will get listed on the exchanges and they'll start to run hard, right? And I believe COCORO has the potential to be one of these coins that gets listed on a bunch of exchanges and has another big pump when the meme season returns, right? And these exchanges start listing meme coins again, just like they did in last year, 2024, right? That's probably going to come back at some point. Right now, it's just kind of a lull in the market. But yeah, for now, COCORO's come down quite a lot. Okay, so all the way down to 4 million market cap. It did come down to almost 3 million with a capitulation wick, which these wicks do a lot of the time mark bottoms, so that could be a bottom right there. I did say in my previous video that there was a chance that we could bleed out down to this point, okay, because there's this high here, okay, and obviously here as well, it hit it, and it tested it here on the retrace, right, and then here it consolidated at that point as well. So this kind of 4 to 5, 3 to 5 kind of range, right, just roughly a range. It's not an exact thing, it's not an exact science, but yeah, this kind of range is a support zone, okay. So this is a level that I'm interested in buying more, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to buy more straight away, right? I'm watching this right now because right now it's still printing lower lows and lower highs, okay. So I just want to see if we're going to hold this level, because right now it's technically still in a downtrend, okay, but it might not go any lower than this. Although it could, anything's possible. These meme coins can do literally anything, right? I don't know exactly what it's going to do. I'm just kind of playing the chart as best as I can, right? You know, I started buying here. You know, I've DCA'd on the way down. I've made a few little swing trades to kind of wiggle my average down, which a lot of people don't like doing, or they don't like other people doing either for some reason. But it's a free market, you can do what you want. So sometimes I do that as part of my strategy to kind of wiggle my average down. It's risky as well because you can lose your position. If it does pump, then obviously you lose out, right? But yeah, I bought pretty high up here, so I've been wiggling my average down as best as I can. And now that we're down at this level, if this level holds, then I'm probably going to start buying more big. I'm probably going to double my bag down here somewhere if it holds. So we'll see what happens. But there is a lot of FUD right now, okay? So this could mean that the FUD pushes us lower, but probably the FUD usually marks the bottom, right? Because everybody wants to sell. You see there's a lot of red going on here and not much green. So this is all because of the FUD that's going on. And normally when there's loads of FUD going on, normally that's the bottom, right? Because when there's so much FUD like that, and like everything that's going on is negative, it's like what else can happen, right? Like it's only good things that can happen from that point. When everything's going wrong, it's only good things that can happen, like things being fixed and stuff like that, right? Which will be a positive catalyst, okay? So long as the team and the community are still alive and working on this, then it's probably mostly upside left, right? It's probably going to be pretty much upside soon, because the team and the community are active in this coin. Like if you follow them on X and you go in their Telegram, you will see they are actively, you know, they're actively working and doing stuff. So you know, the core community is still there. Like this coin isn't dead. It's definitely got potential for huge pumps, like in the meme coin season. So I think, in my opinion, if you believe that this coin can succeed, then this is probably a great time to be looking at positioning yourself. But yeah, there's been a lot of fun with this. So right now, the Nero CTO lead, they basically been pushing their IP rights on the other Nero. Okay, so now this has brought in the IP FUD for COCORO, right? Where this COCORO doesn't have IP, okay, whereas the other COCORO on base does have the IP. But the other COCORO on base is only 2.7 million market cap, I think it is right now. And it's basically a dead project, right? I'll get it up here now. So this is the other one with the IP rights. It's 2.7 million market cap. The volume on Uniswap is 2.1k. Okay, so tiny. The fully diluted market cap is 3.6 million, whereas the actual market cap is 2.7. So it's not completely fair launched. And I believe the liquidity pool for this is only locked for 10 years as well. So after 10, I know 10 years is a long time, but after 10 years, the team can basically just remove the liquidity pool from this, right? Which would just make it a complete rug, right? So yeah, this is a tiny coin. It's only 2.7 million. And like I said, it's a dead coin. There's nothing going on. There's no community for it. And also, when a project is this small, I don't think they're going to have the money to push IP rights onto the other COCORO, onto this COCORO. Now, I don't think they're going to have the money, or they're probably not going to have the energy to push their IP rights, because they're already a dead project anyway. Why are they going to waste their money and time and energy on pushing their IP rights when the project is basically, there's just no point, right? Why would they? Because how's that going to help them? And can they even afford to do that, right? The Nero team can do that. It's the other Nero, because they ran to over $1 billion in market cap. They've got a lot more money to do that kind of stuff. And the other Nero that was competing against them is also quite a big project. So by reducing the market cap of the other one, then they take the money. They basically take the liquidity out of the other one, that then go and invest their money into that one, right? So there's a lot more incentive for them to do that than for the other COCORO to do that to this COCORO, because the other COCORO is already dead anyway, right? Unless it comes back from the dead and it revives out of nowhere, maybe, who knows? There's always going to be some risks. I don't completely ignore the risks in investing and trading. There's always some risks, right? It's just part of the game. It's the nature of the beast. But yeah, so that's some of the FUD that's going on, and the other FUD is attacks from probably the Man U team. Okay, the attacks are anonymous, but it's highly suspected that it's the Man U team that the attacks are coming from. So COCORO has had its X page taken down multiple times, its Telegram deleted multiple times, like hacked and deleted, and now it was removed from Phantom and from Uniswap. Okay, that doesn't mean you can't still trade it. You can still trade it on other dexes, right? It just means it's blocked from the front page, right? So you can't trade it directly on Uniswap, and you couldn't do it on the Phantom main wallet swap. Yeah, but that's been fixed now, so you can do it on Phantom, but I think you still can't do it on Uniswap. And this is from, obviously, mass reporting from the attackers. They're probably reporting this COCORO as a scam or something, and they're just, they're mass reporting it as a scam or something like that. So that's why that's happened. But again, that doesn't mean you can't still trade it. If you attach, you can Google it and figure it out for yourself. But if you attach your wallet to a DEX online like 1inch or Matcha or some others, there's many other DEXs and aggregators you can use to do that. So it doesn't mean your tokens are lost or anything. But yeah, Uniswap has obviously flagged it now as a scam if it's been mass reported. So now the team for COCORO is now trying to fix that to get it back onto Uniswap, which it obviously will be, because there's no reason that Uniswap would permanently block it, because Uniswap literally lets you trade scams. Like, a lot of actual scams are 100% tradable on Uniswap. The only reason those aren't blocked is because they don't get mass reported, right? Because everybody knows they're scams, so everybody just avoids them in the first place, so they don't really get reported so much, right? Whereas COCORO is actually having a coordinated attack by rivals, right? So it's probably been reported hundreds of times, if not thousands of times, by bots, So yeah, it's a very fuddy time right now for COCORO. And when it gets through these times, then that just proves its strength, right? Like, I want to start seeing some consolidation somewhere around here, and then slowly, when we see something like this and we start pulling back upwards again, then that's super bullish, right? That's what you want to see. You want to see a big pump and then a sell-off, and then you want to see everything start to take off again. Because this basically means that all of the insiders and the believers stuck around and pushed through. And this is super bullish, because this basically says to exchanges and stuff that this coin is here to stay, right? It's a strong coin. It's not just going to dump all the way to zero. And this makes it more attractive to exchanges to list, right, once they see this, especially in a CTO coin, because Obviously, a CTO coin doesn't really necessarily pay for listings and stuff like that, so the listings are going to take longer. Like, exchanges will just monitor it. Exchanges will just monitor the project, and then once they see that it's proven itself, then they'll list it, right, when it's a good time for them. Like, most coins that are not CTOs and they have like a dev running it, you know, they have like funds that they use to just pay the exchanges and gets listed. So that's why it normally happens faster. But yeah, this being a CTO is just takes a bit longer, right? And also in regards to the IP stuff as well, like the branding for this COCORO is completely different to the other COCORO, right? The branding is different. Like, obviously they've done that on purpose. So if all the branding and the imaging is a bit different to the other project, then it's not infringing on any copyright laws, is it? So yeah, long story short, I think COCORO can still do 100x in the meme coin season, or actually even a 200x or a 300x from this point, right? And it changes a lot from these low market caps. You know, from obviously when it goes to 3 million, 100x is to 300 million, and from here, from this point right now, 100x takes it to 450 million. So from this market cap range, where you buy makes a huge difference to the amount of multipliers you can get. If you buy right now, 100x is to 450 million. But if you just wait for it, if it does go down to 3 million again, which maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, then you've almost doubled your multipliers, almost, right? Which is crazy. But that might not happen, right? It might just take off at any point. You never know when it's going to take off. I'm not trying to get the cheapest entry right now. What I'm waiting for is to just see some consolidation, right, before I double down on my bag. Because normally you see a sell-off, and then you see consolidation, and then you see a run-up, right? That's normally what you see. Unless you get a big catalyst, then you'll just see a big pump come out of nowhere, which could happen. Like, for example, with Vitalik posts about his donation, because this is what happened with Nero, right? Vitalik sold down here, okay, he sold, and it dumped, and then it pumped, and then it sold off again all the way down to 1 million market cap before he posted about his donation, and then it skyrocketed all the way up to 60 million market cap, okay? So if we see Vitalik do this, which on COCORO, Vitalik did sell his coins, so he could post about it at any point and something like this could happen, which would be nice to see. And yeah, these huge dips are just normal in meme coins, like Nero, yeah, had a big pump here when Vitalik sold, see, and then it dumped all the way down to 1 million again. Even after that pump, it went up to 60 million, and it dumped all the way down to 9 million, and it kind of consolidated around that range up until the Binance listing, and then boom, straight to the moon, right? And this is typical shit for meme coins. So Turbo back in 2023 had a pump on the launch, came down all the way down to 5 million market cap, or it got as low as almost 3 million market cap or 4 million market cap, a similar range to where COCORO is now, interestingly. So it kind of flatlined around that range, and then it started to pick up some steam, okay, before it went on the mega pumps. The SPX 6900, it had a pump up here up to 30 million, which is actually what COCORO did as well. It went to 30 million at the all-time high, and the SPX 6900 actually went all the way back down to 1 million, okay, before rallying again. So yeah, these huge corrections are just part of meme coins. The SPX 6900 was out for a year, I think, like August 2023, and then yeah, it was over a year the SPX 6900 was out before it had a mega pump all the way to the moon, right? And COCORO's been out for about 7 months now. So Mog coin, this one came out in July 2023, and it pumped in February 2024. So that was out for a good 8 months or so before it went on the mega pumps. Popcat had a pump and then a big dump and then a pump and a big dump, and this one floored out at about 3 or 4 million, similar range to where COCORO is now. That's where the floor was, okay. Bonk came out in January 2023, and then it just went on a slow bleed for the entire year, right, before skyrocketing. Bonk got listed on Coinbase, I think. This one, another random example, Bobo the Bear. This one pumped on launch, then it dumped down to a tiny market cap, sub 1 million, and it pumped all the way up to 20 million or so, and then it dumped all the way back down to 1 million. So you get the point. These meme coins are super volatile, but that's the price you pay for the huge gains that they can deliver. So this one went on a mega run after that. So yeah, these meme coins can offer huge gains, right? But you just need to be able to handle the volatility, basically. And obviously there's no guarantees anyway, but it does happen, and it happens a lot in these meme coins. There's plenty of examples of meme coins that have skyrocketed 100x or more. You know, it's not really a rare occurrence. But yeah, I believe meme season is coming soon. Because obviously Bitcoin's obviously had a bull run, right? We're way higher than the previous all-time highs in 2021. Not far off of double from where it was back then. So now Ethereum is basically at the all-time highs from 2021. So this is what happens. Bitcoin pumps past all-time highs. It's already gone up almost double from the previous all-time highs. Now Ethereum's been running up. Now it's time for Ethereum to break out and go to the all-time highs. This is probably going to double or triple all-time highs soon enough. And then the large caps run, right? Where actually some of the large caps are actually beating Ethereum. We've got BNB breaking out to new all-time highs right now. Solana was breaking out to all-time, well, it's at all-time highs or slightly higher than it was for 2021 right now. Okay, this is probably going to do another 2 or 3x or 4x or something, I don't know. Dogecoin got to almost the all-time highs from 2021. It got almost there last year, and now we're moving in an uptrend on this. Looks like we're getting ready to break out again. This one, Tron, has been on a rally way higher than it was in 2021. This has been doing really well. You get the point, right? Bitcoin has had a huge run so far. Now the large caps are starting to do it. Soon after that, it's going to be the small caps, okay? Or the medium caps and the small caps. And so far in this cycle, we've seen the meme coins are the most popular coins amongst retail. So that's what I'm betting on. I'm betting on the meme coin season is going to come back because it's mainly institutional investors invested in the larger coins, and retail FOMO is into the meme coins because they offer way more gains. Like in 2021, you saw these large coins do 100x. You know, you saw some 1 billion market cap coins run all the way up to 100 billion. It's not quite the same as 2021 now. You know, most of the huge gains are in meme coins now. So you might as well just, if you're looking for the huge gains, you might as well just do meme coins. XRP as well was at all-time highs from where it was in 2017. So yeah, pretty much all of the large caps are at all-time highs, and they look like they're ready to break all-time highs. It looks like altcoin season can start. And then I'm going to be looking forward to the meme season, and I'm looking forward to COCORO getting listed on all the exchanges and pumping to the moon, right? Currently at 4.5 million market cap right now. 100x from here would put it at 450 million market cap. I think that's definitely in the cards. It can definitely happen. Yeah, and on top of all of this, we've got the rate cuts right now. We've had a 25 basis point cut the other day, and it looks like we're going to be getting some more going into later this year. So, and that's straight into Q4 of this year, right, which should be the altcoin season based on the 4-year cycle. Whether it's going to play out exactly the same as that, I don't know. But that's what history has told us, right? So that's what we have to go on. I think it could run a little bit later than that, maybe, because maybe it'll go into 2026, just because I think a lot of people are apprehensive. A lot of people are thinking, oh, is the top going to be in? A lot of people are scared, right, because they're looking at the previous data and they're like, oh, is there going to be a big crash, right? The thing is, back in the previous cycles, everything went so crazy that it deserved a big crash, right, because it was just so overextended, okay? It just went on a massive run, right? Crypto went on a massive run in the previous ones. This run's been a lot slower and steadier, okay? And a lot of people are apprehensive right now, probably because they're expecting a crash. But because people are apprehensive, this is keeping a lot of the money out of the market. And when people start to think, oh, maybe there's not going to be a crash, you know, like everyone's just kind of got money on the sidelines and they're just thinking, oh, actually, maybe there's not going to be a crash. Maybe this isn't going to be the same as last time. And then they're going to start piling their money in, right? So maybe the real bull run can happen in 2026 at some point, you know, based on that logic. But I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't see the future. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, that's it for this video. I've ranted on quite a lot in this one, so hopefully you gained some valuable insight there. If this information was useful to you, please drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.